From the Opepco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching OU Football with Jake Trotter. I'm Jenni Carlson. News OK's OU Football with Jake Trotter is sponsored by Cable Motors. Jake, a big game this week for Oklahoma, going on the road for the first time this season. This was the team that had some road woes last year. Is this team different? Do you feel like they're in a better place to win on the road than last year's team was?
Well, for OU's sake, you better hope so, because you look at their schedule the rest of the year, their tough games are on the road. I think their two toughest opponents are already in the rearview mirror in Florida State and Air Force. Only Texas Tech of the remaining home schedule poses any kind of threat. But you look at those road games, and when I say road games, I mean neutral site games too. Cincinnati at Paul Brown Stadium, Texas in the Cotton Bowl, and then on the road at Missouri, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State. Those are the 5 key games for the Sooners this year.
I think people look back at last year at those games that the Sooners struggled away from Owen Field, and they see that Landry Jones struggled. Was he really behind the struggles, or was it more to that last year?
Definitely more to it. I mean, he was part of it. He definitely didn't make the best decisions on the road, but the entire offense was really discombobulated away from Owen Field. There's an interesting stat. OU averaged 46 points a game at home last year. Away from home, 18 points. That's a pretty significant difference, given the level of competition wasn't that different between home and away teams.
What do you expect this week going on the road at Cincinnati? This is one of those neutral site games you talk about. Does that make it a little bit easier, a little bit different for this team?
Maybe a tad easier, but it's still in the Cincinnati city limits, and Cincinnati has won 22 of its last 24 games inside the city of Cincinnati. It's going to be a tough game. I think Oklahoma will play well. I look for Landry Jones to have one of his better performances of his career. I think this is a big game for him. He's got to show the rest of his team he's ready to relish the road environment the way Sam Bradford, Jason White, Josh Heupel did.
All right. Thanks, Jake. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.